folks, how y'all doing? Trent Clark here with Mallett Buildings. Happy Wednesday, middle of the week. It sounds good to me. Let's get this started. Where's Mallett? We're going to talk about a few projects we got going on this week. So we'll get to that in a minute. Let's start off like every day or every week. We like to start off with $500 discount to your military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, and first responders. Look, if you're one of those people and looking for a building, make sure you grab your $500 discounts. Okay, we're proud to do that for you. I don't know if our competitors do that. Let's see, if you want to upgrade to a signature or the elite building, type in cash to a live feed like this one and you will get $1,000 off your building. All right, now where's Mallett? Folks, listen, I don't know of anybody else, and let me move some of this witch's hat and all this stuff that they got propped up here, but I don't know anywhere else or any other competitor in the United States, seriously, that is not only selling you a building, but building that building. You got a lot of people out there that might sell you a kit and you got to go find your own building. But I want you just to take a look at how many jobs we got going on over here. We got about 100 different projects going on this week alone to complete projects from let's see what we got. You got 71 in Louisiana, 29 in Texas. All these are in construction right now, okay? Now, when you move on over, you're going to see we got inspectors out there, we got forming crews, concrete crews, plumbing, finishers, electrical, control joints, gutters, all kind of stuff that we have to expedite and get out there on a daily basis, okay, just to keep up with the demand of building a building. Right now, we're currently building about, I would say about 12 buildings a week, and then all the weeks after that follow with, you know, after we erect your building, we're going to go in there, we're going to form it up, we're going to pour the concrete, we're going to do gutters, we're going to do any touch-ups that's necessary. So there's a lot of activity going on, cut control joints, all that is going on in one given week, folks. Like I said, we got over 100. This is just in Louisiana. Look how many gutter jobs. You know, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17 gutter jobs in Louisiana just this week. Okay, form jobs. That's where we're going to bring the machine in and bring your fill sand in and bring that up to grade so we can get ready to pour. All right, so you got just in Louisiana, you got that many in Louisiana, folks. So you can see how many form jobs we got going on. That's just form. And when we get into construction, you know, our concrete, that follows up the form. So every week we are doing these little jobs, and that's why you could see, and look, none of our competitors are doing this, folks. They may be doing one building a week, I don't know, but people stand that poses a good point. People stand in line for us. It's like a good restaurant. You know, you go there because you know they have a good product. We have the best product. We got the best building in the United States. That's why people will wait. It's like having a good doctor or a surgeon. You're going to have to wait for that. We're proud of that. We're proud that we have a waiting list here at Mallett. Okay, I think it might be a red flag if the other ones, if you don't have to wait for somebody else. But look at all the things. That's just Louisiana. Now we're going to get into Texas. I got 30 jobs going on this week in Texas, folks. So same thing here. You got form crews. Right? You know, we only got 3 in Texas this week. We got 4 concrete pours. You got a bunch of gutters. Our gutter crews are busy. They normally knock out 2 or 3 of these a day. All right. So that's why we can do so many of them. Control joints, electrical. And look, don't forget, we got jobs going on that's not on this list. So we got 100 jobs and they're still not all on here. What do you mean? Well, we got some spray foam going on. You know, we got all kind of other electrical jobs going on that might not be on here. So that's that. Let's look at a couple of promotions we got going on. This is the Cajun Oasis. This is the classic, okay? Now our classic building is better than our competitor's best building, folks. And this is a good package because we're going to give you the electrical. We're throwing in the basic electrical package and the 5-ton wall-mounted unit. Okay, this is a $10,000 value that we're throwing in on this little Cajun Oasis. This is a 30 by 50 by 12 for $49,999. Okay, when we're finished this building, you can actually turn on the lights, set your temperature control to whatever you like, and then you can build out the inside however you want. If you want to put a wall, if you want to put whatever you want, you can build that out that you like. But this is a great special. We're selling them like crazy. This is a great deal because it's turnkey, folks. Now, if you want to upgrade, you know, to our elite, you know how what our elite package is. You get all the bells and whistles, okay? From control joints, gutter brushes. I mean, top of the line. You got post protection, everything in an elite, which I'll go over in a minute. But look at this, okay? You get, we're still throwing in that, this is more like a $16,000 value that we're throwing in on this elite package. All right, but look, you got a 30 by 50 elite for $59,999. This is a crazy deal, folks. If you're in the market for something like this, you need to jump on this, okay? Now, moving on, don't forget about it. I think we got, in this month of October, we've only got 18 or 19 left. We're giving away 25, so we still got this. We're giving away top of the line, Reveal 3.0 camera for the guy. It's a $350 value, and then the lady, you get a free spa day, and that's worth $250 in your area. Whatever spa you like, we'll get that for you, just to say thank you for doing business here at Mallett, okay? Now, moving on, I think we got a drawing for this last ticket, so now we got new tickets going on, folks. And remember, some of our competitors out there are trying to do this, but like we do everything, we give you the best building. We like to give you the best package, the best tickets. We're giving this away. Share and follow, and you got a chance to win these tickets. We're going to do this to every home game, all right? So make sure you share, like, and follow, and this is to LSU and A&M, okay? So remember, you get parking pass that's right, I'm talking about you park, your rock star parking, I like to call it, because you park right there, you get out, and you own the stadium. And then you're going to get 2 field passes in your seats. So we're giving that away. Make sure you like and share and follow, okay? Now, our ambassador, what is our ambassador program? There's 2 sides to the ambassador program. I'll tell you the first side first. If you're looking to buy a building, okay, we have ambassadors out there that our building specialists can make you an appointment with, and you can actually go look inside their building and ask them questions that you might not want to ask us about Mallett. And they're gonna tell you their take on it, and they're gonna show you the best building in the country. We will set that up for you. All you got to do is tell our building specialist that you want to see one, and we'll set that up. That's on the buying side. If you have a building and you want to become an ambassador, and we have, probably 100 or so, if not more, ambassadors in all areas, and we give them a referral fee. So if they show you a building and they refer you and you buy a building, our ambassador is going to get $200. On top of that, we're going to send them prizes and a monthly deal, and we got all sorts of things coming up in the works. So that's our ambassador program, and we're proud of that. So the 5 red flags, folks, look, every time we get in front of you, we're going to tell you about the 5 red flags. Why? Because we think it's very, very important. People lose money out there because they deal with the wrong person or company. All right, so years in business, you can find that out at the Secretary of State. Doesn't it make sense to make sure that how long they've been in business? There's nothing wrong if you want to try somebody out that's just starting in business. If you want to, that's fine by you, but make sure they do have a business license in the state. All right, you can find that out at the Secretary of State. I'm proud to say we've been in business for 26 years. To me, we're the clear building specialists in this area, okay? So licensure, look, the LSLBC, you can find out they have the proper license, like a contractor license. It is required by them to have a contractor's license to erect a building in your backyard. I think it might be a red flag, folks, if they don't have a contractor's license, okay? So check that out. Also, while you're at the LSLBC site, you can see if they are in fact a contractor, you can see if they have any violations. Okay, that's very, very important. I'm not sure I would want to do business with somebody that's broken the law in some kind of way and has violations. That's totally up to you. I'm proud to say after 26 years we have no violations, and we've been a contractor, residential and commercial, for that long too. So that's another red flag. Reviews on BBB and Google. Folks, we have over 600 something reviews. I think it might be a red flag if the company has none. All right, I think you need to take that serious, because look, we all going to look at reviews. If you're shopping on Amazon and you've been buying a automatic toothbrush or something, you're going to look at a review, right? Well, that's a $100 product. We're talking about $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 deal. You should look at reviews, okay? If they don't have any, that might be a red flag, folks. I'm just saying. And then finally, visit the contractor's facility. We have a facility here. We'd love to give you a tour. We'd love to show you all the products. The stamp on that wood that we say that we use is #1, kill dry, and I can show you that if you come here. All right. It might be a red flag, however, if you're trying to do business with somebody that don't have an office, or their office may be the front seat of their vehicle, and you know, it just could be a red flag. To me, it says that they're not in it for the long haul. Maybe they're just in it to make fast money. I don't know, but it might be a red flag. So watch out for all that, folks. We just like to educate you here. Why choose Mallett over our competition? To me, it's simple. We have been building the best building in the country for years, folks. And we don't just stop. We could have stopped 10 years ago because we had the best building 10 years ago. And that building that we built 10 years ago is better than our competitors' building now. However, we continue to improve our processes. What do I mean by that? We have just this year alone, we have standardized our trusses. We have put 2x8 scissor truss out there, which our competitors cannot do. And they're going to tell you that it's not necessary. Well, if you do the calculations, it is very necessary. In fact, our trusses are rated for 170 mile an hour wind. So I think that if you're in the market to buy the best building, this is what our competitors offer. They do a 6x6 post, 2x6 truss. Most of their truss are white wood, okay, so be careful on that. And if it is a 2x6 truss, it's going to be, you know, they're going to have 2x4 inner webbing. You know, most of our competitors, in fact, all our competitors have to buy their truss from a third party. So you don't know what you're getting, right? So they could be buying a truss that's made for a different wind rated building. They're buying that truss and putting it on your building. See, we have the whole package here. We engineer it, design it, and build that truss for your building. And by the way, again, I like to say that our truss are designed for 170 mile an hour. That roof is designed for 170. Even though on our classic buildings right now we're at 130, I think we're bumping that up to 140 soon, but I don't want to overstep my foot. I don't think we come out with that yet, but it's already rated like that. We're just going to now tell you. But they got 2x8 headers. You'll see in a minute what I'm talking about when I show you some of the buildings that we're building, what a header is, okay? And they use 29 gauge metal. Their product, folks, is cheaper, okay? But when you look at the value that you get in our building, it's unbelievable. We need to post that. Tomorrow I'm going to get them to post this deal so I can tell you all. We'll match our competitors' building, and we'll beat it by $1,000. But I'm going to show you tomorrow when we're going to put this slide up where I'm going to show you everything that you're getting free and how valuable that is to you. It's not only valuable, but it strengthens your building tremendously, and that's very, very important. Okay. So that's what they give. Here's what we do. We got a 10-year workmanship warranty, #1 kill dry treated lumber, 2x8 scissor truss that I spoke about, 5-on-12 roof pitch. They don't do that, folks. Two free roll-up doors, free roof and wall insulation, 6-inch seamless gutters and gutter brushes, 2 3x5 windows, lifetime warranty against termite, rust, rot, and fungal decay, folks. I mean, Look, that's not it. I got to go to the next slide. Continuous ridge vents, 6-inch concrete, not, 4-inch. When you do a 6-inch, when you upgrade to an elite building, your concrete is 2.5 times stronger. Now, our competitors don't do that. They're going to give you, and then if you look at the 4,000 PSI, it's standard what we use on all of our buildings. Our competitors are going to use 3,000. That is 33% stronger, okay? What kind of warranty on the metal? We have a 40 or 50, depends on what metal. I think it's a 40 or 50 year warranty. I'd have to get back. I'm going to get Mr. Tim Tackett, one of my guys out there. I mean, Mr. Tim's working hard for us. 40-year manufacturer's warranty on our metal, Mr. Provost. Thank you, Tim. Caught me off guard on that one. Let's see. So remote picturing, I'm proud of it. I'm going to show you some of these pictures. So we use company cam throughout the whole process, okay? So I'm going to show you a little bit about that, but I'm proud of that. We monitor your build from when it leaves here all the way till we put up the gutters, okay? Mallett cable lock system. Nobody does that, folks. It's superior to anything out there. Why? Because we take aircraft cable, we lock all your posts underneath that slab, and it's going to help tremendously with that uplift protection. All right? Remember, our competitors they don't do that. 145 mile an hour wind rating, I think that's going to go up. Post pads under every post. Our competitors don't do that. It prevents sinking. All right? All metal screwed to wood, post protector, skirt board. Folks, it's just the best building in the country, and we are continuing to improve our processes. All right? Where's Mallett? So here's a building in Iowa. It's a 30 by 30. Let me show you something, folks. You see this? This is the header. This is what you see where right here, your truss sits on that. Look at the size of that truss. That's a 2x8 truss. Our competitors can't use that. They don't use that. Nobody can build that for them. We build it in-house. Look at this header. That's a 2x12 header, and it's double. I got one on the inside. I don't know if you can see it right here, but it's double. Our competitors don't do that, folks. They use a 2x8 header. It's superior to what we do. It's hard to describe all this. We got our girts 2 foot on center. I mean, look. We got post protectors. I mean, this is what we do is rough. This building is kind of unique. This is in Lafayette, but you can see this building is a mono truss. They wanted kind of a lean-to shaped building, but this is a truss, and you can see it go all the way down. Basically, it's a mono truss that we built the building. That's how this customer wanted their building to look. So that's what we did for them. All right. This building is in Iowa. It's getting started. Looks like, see, this is the company cam that I'm telling you about. It looks like we delivered their product here, and this is they're starting to string out their building placement right now. And you as a customer will go out there and say, yes, this is where I want it, and the elevation I want it, and we'll ask you to sign off on that, and then we'll move to the framing part where we'll start framing everything up, and then lastly we'll go on with the metal. So this is the Lafayette building again. You can see that this is the building that was kind of, I call it kind of leaning building. It's built with mono truss, but look at the size of the truss. Look at the header, folks. This particular building's got flood vents in it. Because it must be in a flood area, but all that is based on how you do it. I want you to take note of something. You can see right here that you see how close to the ground this it is here and how high it is here. This is where we're going to need to have some fill sand brought in, and when we go to form it, you saw all those jobs we were doing. We go to form it, we're going to bring in some fill sand, and we're going to bring that up the grade. This side of the building don't really need a whole lot. This side does. We need to bring it up the grade so we can get it ready to pour your concrete. And before we do that, we're going to put that Mallett cable lock system, which is just superior than anything else. Okay? From design to done, the Mallett process. Design and approve. Every build starts with engineer drawing and customer design to sign off. Permitting and schedule. Our team assists with required parish permits, then sets your delivery slot. Delivery and framing. Materials arrive on site. Framing crews start within 15 business days. Folks, we'll take the time right now. If you're shopping, listen. We can't put you on the delivery board until we have your permit and your design drawings in hand. At that point is when we go to the delivery board. So as soon as you get all that information to us, the sooner you sign off on your drawings, we'll get you on the delivery board. Okay, that's very important. I want to take that time. Concrete and finish, final pour, trim, and touch-ups lead to inspection and sign off. Okay, smart prep, smoother builds. You verify your parish permits, flood zone, and quality utility access. Okay, and look, it's very important. I don't know if it says it on here. Look, when we go to build your building, if you don't have power yet, we're going to ask you to bring a generator out there for our guys so they can charge their batteries up. Anyway, ensure site access for deliveries. We start early. You know, plan for water and power availability, like I just said, during construction. Communication is key. If something changes on site, call us before the crews. Look, we're gonna text you. We're gonna call you. Once the builders start, we're going to be communicating. Somebody from the scheduling department is going to call you every day to make sure everything's going smooth. We're also going to have an inspector that goes out there. He might not go every day, but he'll go every other day, like that. So engineered strength, you can see. Engineered 2x8 scissor truss rated for 170 mile an hour wind. 2 foot on center girths and purlins, post protectors and skirt boards, guarding against lumber, warranty for 50 years. I mean, folks, our competitors just aren't doing all the stuff that we do. 26 years in business with 600 plus 5-star reviews and a A+ rating at the BBB. That's what you get when you deal with Mallett Buildings, folks. That's our show. We appreciate your business, and we'll see you tomorrow.